Good morning. Today we will be discussing and reviewing the COVID-19 dashboard for Clay County. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. So you can navigate to www.claycountyscert, and that's CERT.org, and you'll find the dashboard on the home page. So this is the home page, and you can see we have the dashboard right here in a small version. And for this review, we'll go ahead and go to a full screen version of the dashboard. Right here's the dashboard, and it has multiple tabs that you'll see up here in the gray, and the tab that you're currently on will be highlighted in blue. So on the overview page, you'll find the number of active probables recovered for Clay County, as well as the percent positivity and infection rate, which are what are used for the Saturday education map, as well as the county alert system on a daily basis. Those will be highlighted in the color that given number is allotted. So in this case, it's red. And then you'll also find at the bottom a selector for the date. If you're interested in finding results from a previous date, such as December 15th, click December 15th, press apply, and it will pull up the number of active cases probable for that day. You can also see that the dashboard in the bottom left is created and maintained by Clay County CERT, but the data is sourced from the West Virginia Department of Health and Human Resources and the Clay County Health Department, and updated at various times accordingly. A new tab that's been added recently, which is very helpful, is the vaccine tab. If you click on that, it will take you to the information for the West Virginia vaccine distribution for COVID-19. You can see, as of today, there have been 37,862 doses administered, and then below that you can see the number of doses received. On this chart, it shows you the number of doses received according to the doses administered on a time span, so you can see we're increasing the number of doses that are being received and being administered. Up at the top, you can see that the COVID vaccine program timeline with phase 1 and phase 2, as well as the distribution priorities. Now, if you're interested in more information about the COVID-19 vaccine and what phase you may be on, if you look here in the bottom right corner, there's a For More Information tab. You can click For More Information phase 1, and it will take you to the tab for phase 1. Images will appear here on the left with the phases, and then over to the right, you'll see more information about the COVID vaccine. Then you can navigate to phase 2 info simply by clicking on the bottom right corner. And if this doesn't answer your question, then you can always go to the West Virginia DHHR website at www.dhhr.wv.gov. So besides vaccine information, you may be looking for more data for Clay County. Simply navigate to the Clay data page, and you'll find charts and tables with information for Clay County. You can scroll across any of the tables or charts to find more information about that given day. You can also, in some cases, pull up a metric slider to specify the type of information that you would like to see. In a particular case that you would like to export the data to an Excel sheet or some other form of information that you just want to take it and look at it more on a number scale, you can simply do that by pressing the 3 dots at the top and then selecting your format. The COVID-19 dashboard that Clay County CERT has created has multiple different metrics that are there for you to view, and one of those is in the County Metrics tab. These are optional metrics that allow you to modify the data to view what you need to know. You can click the optional metric table and then add in different variables and view them on one graph to see how they correspond with each other. It's a great feature, and we encourage you to use that. You can also select different date time spans. So maybe you're looking for the week of November 8th to November 12th or December 12th, and you can pull up that data here and it visualizes that for you. On next is West Virginia data. Here you'll find the number of probable cases, active cases, the total number of cases for West Virginia, as well as charts and tables for all past and current data. These also have optional metrics that you can view on some of the tabs that show you different information, such as the West Virginia percent positivity in place of the West Virginia probable number. On to West Virginia metrics. Just like clay data, there's West Virginia data, and just like county metrics, there's West Virginia metrics, or state metrics in other cases. And this shows you charts or metrics for the number of deaths, active cases, or the total number of cases for West Virginia. On next, if you're really intrigued and interested at information regarding trends with cases and lab numbers, you can see here the percent and the change between the number of active and probable cases, and as well as the active and confirmed cases. And then for miscellaneous information that's not ultra specific but great to know is other trends with information for Clay County, and it compares the active number of cases to percent positivity on the left and infection rate on the right. Then one of my favorite tabs is the comparison. If you're trying to compare either West Virginia deaths to Clay deaths in the bottom left, and also in the bottom left is West Virginia active cases to Clay County active cases, and then you have a lot of other metrics and graphs, tables that show you the number of active cases compared to tests and percent positivity, and it gives you a good grasp on how that works. You'll also notice that in the top of each page, it tells you what page that you're on as well. So in this case, comparison. Clay County CERT has received a couple of questions regarding the definitions or meanings of some metrics. So we added a definitions page. You can click it up at the top, and then it will show you what the definition of an inactive probable, an excluded case, daily average criteria, and what a confirmed case is, with many others. And then on to a new, but definitely very well used tab is the testing dashboard tab. If you navigate to our testing tab, it will take you to a second browser so you don't lose your place on the dashboard. Once you're there, it will pull up our COVID-19 testing site map. This testing site map down to the left will show you all of the testing sites listed on the West Virginia DHHR website for Clay County. Now, keep in mind, this map only shows you Clay County testing sites, so you're not confused with testing sites all across West Virginia. You can zoom in or out for the testing sites, and if you click on a testing site, it gives you more information as well as a link to directions for that particular testing site. You'll also find that the testing sites are color coordinated, and you can find what each color means by viewing information down in the bottom right that's currently highlighted. Now, if you're looking for a specific testing event to get tested in Clay County, you can view this table here, or use the date selector to select a date that you would like to be tested with a start and end date or a specific date. And this will show you testing sites in Clay County with their date, time, address, the description of the event, and that event's name. Now, maybe you're not able to use the map on your phone, or you would just like a list view. You can click the list view button beside testing locations and be directed to our COVID-19 testing site list. This will show you a list of each testing site listed on the dashboard, and you can select a city or zip code closest to you that will search and therefore give you the testing site nearest to you. Maybe if you're looking only for testing sites in Clay or the zip code 25043, click Only, and it will appear with only Clay County zip code Clay testing sites. You can also find the testing events on this page, same as you would on the map. Last but definitely not least, if you're having issues with the dashboard, we encourage you to push the lowercase I in the top right corner circled. This will take you to the More Information or Help Sheet page. Here you can find information for what each of the selections mean, such as the page name in the top, the View Selection key, which is located here where you can click different pages, or the Date Range selector with information on how to use that. There's also a link to the Clay County Health Department website and a tab for more information. If you have questions or concerns, you're welcome to email us at info@claycountysert.org or call at 304-220-0488 and speak with someone who can help. You can also scan the barcode or QR code in some cases in the top right and be directed to our phone number. And we also note that the data is provisional and updated as soon as possible on a daily basis. Thank you everyone for joining. We encourage you to use the Clay County COVID-19 dashboard for a quick way to find information sourced from the Clay County Health Department and DHHR for Clay County COVID-19 cases. We wish everyone a happy New Year's and remind everyone to stay safe and follow the COVID-19 guidelines.